We're still trying to dissect where it all went wrong for the Ghana Black Stars versus United States and Mexico. And in trying to do that, we're looking at Coach Chris Hughton. He has made further statements in saying that the team will get better ahead of AFCON, and we'll hear what exactly he had to say concerning that. It has not been a great week for Ghana, a bad 2 weeks in terms of preparation for important games in the African Cup of Nations and in the World Cup qualifier. The Ghana Black Stars head coach spearheaded a team that conceded 6 goals in 2 games versus American opposition, hosts of the 2026 World Cup. He says he is the man we should trust. We'll hear what he had to say. We're also going to talk about Kudus Mohammed. Why did he not make it to Chelsea? At a point in the transfer window, we heard rumors, which were quite solid, that Kudus to Chelsea was a possibility. Well, his agent has revealed that in an interview that she granted. We'll look at all that today, but as usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it. But before then, Sahara Football merch links are in the description. Click and purchase our merchandise. It goes a long way to help us bring you amazing content here in the upcoming African Cup of Nations. Hopefully, we hope to be there to bring you the AFCON like you've never seen it before. Purchase our merch, or if you want to support us in that way, send us an email. All links and emails in the description. We'll jump right into it and start off from the camp of Kudus Mohammed, whose agent has revealed why Kudus to Chelsea did not materialize. Yes, the Ghanaian at a certain point in time in the transfer window was a person of interest for Chelsea, but it did not happen. Why was that the case? Well, she revealed all in this interview here. The Black Stars was reportedly the midfielder Kudus on the verge of joining Chelsea after both parties agreed personal terms, but the deal fell through. According to his agent Jennifer, the deal could not materialize after Chelsea refused to pay Ajax's 40 million euros asking price. Jennifer, in an interview with RMC, said Chelsea offered to pay half of the asking price, which Ajax rejected. In a turn of events, West Ham offered to meet Ajax's demands and secure the signing of the Ghanaian star. Kudus has had a good start life at West Ham, scoring 3 goals despite limited game time. He's yet to start a Premier League game for his club after 5 games, playing a total of 72 minutes and scoring just 1 goal. He has had 3 starts in 8 games, which came in the Europa League and the English Football League Cup. So a question of Chelsea not wanting to pay the full asking price. They wanted to pay half. Here is Chelsea, who many knew that they had the backs. They paid a mammoth amount of money for so many players. Why were you trying to short sell a player who is of immense quality for that kind of money? Here, I'm in support of the agent for holding out an Ajax for not accepting that deal. You have money to spend and you want to give us a pin? Like, did he expect anyone to agree with that? Well, that was how it happened, and that was why he did not make it to Chelsea. The Blues were not ready to splash the cash, which in this case was not even that much cash considering how much they have spent. Probably because they have spent so much, they didn't want to spend further. But once you start spending like that and people see that you have the money or the funds, you can be sure that they will take the full asking price when you come to their negotiation table. And that was what Ajax were interested in. They wanted the full amount. West Ham United were ready, and then they decided to go with them. And that is why, for all the Blues fans who wanted Kudus to join the plethora of the likes of Michael Essien, who have played for Chelsea, this is why it did not happen. The Blues were being economical with their money after spending so much on Caicedo and co in the summer transfer window. Move on to my next story. It has to do with Coach Chris Hughton, who has said that they must develop more before 2023 AFCON. Rightly so. A lot of work needs to be done. Coach Chris Hughton, the back, as they say, always ends with the manager, and he knows more than or better than anyone, since he has been with clubs who have been on the brink of relegation, and he has been sacked by such clubs before. He knows the back always ends with the manager, and he says that he and the team have to improve and develop ahead of the AFCON, which is in January. And now the performance masked. Now, Chris Hughton emphasized the need to enhance the Black Stars' performance and develop the team in preparation for the upcoming 2023 AFCON. Ghana's recent international performances during the October break were disappointing, to say the least, with the team losing both matches and conceding a total of 6 goals. They suffered a 2-0 defeat to Mexico at the Bank of America Stadium and lost heavily at the Kudus Park to the United States. During the post-match interview, the coach and the veteran gaffer acknowledged the need for further development as they prepare for the challenging AFCON tournament in January. The balances are from there. We need to develop more because we are going to a tough AFCON tournament in January, and we need to develop. I'll continue to work hard to select the right squad and employ the right tactics to ensure success. The 34th edition of the AFCON is scheduled to take place from January 13th to February 11th, and the Ghana will be in Group B along with Egypt, Cape Verde, and Mozambique. Before the AFCON, the Black Stars will kick things off in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers with 2 games, Madagascar and Comoros. And it's really going to be a tall order for Chris Hughton, who says he knows how much football means to the people of Ghana and how passionate they are about the game. So he is going to work hard. He says, I understand all the consequences because I've been doing this for a long time and I know what the game means to Ghanaians. There is also a positive. We have qualified to the African Cup of Nations. If anybody thinks it's a given to you, it's not. We have to go through a qualification group. It's my responsibility to build this team. I have to work around some of the issues we've always had regarding some players missing from the squad, trying to get consistency in the team, and we'll continue to strive to get the right formulas. And the right formulas are going to be quite necessary if we want to make an impact better than the one we did in the African Cup of Nations 2021 in Cameroon. It was an AFCON to forget for Ghana as we woefully were eliminated after losing to Comoros, who went into the next phase of the competition, which was a knockout phases. Ghana ceded that place to Comoros, and the rest, as they say, is history. The Black Stars will need to do better. We will need to play better. We will need to improve drastically in a little under 3 months. Coach Chris Hughton has his work cut out for him, and he, better than anyone, will know what is at stake if Ghana does not do well or better than they did in the last AFCON, which was our worst in recent memory. The last time we were eliminated from the group stage of the AFCON was in 2006, and as they say, it was one of the worst ones ever. We later went on in 2006 to do well in our debut World Cup, but it was not a great AFCON in Egypt. Hopefully we do well, and Chris Hughton and the boys learn from their mistakes and improve on it. Jordan Ayew in that post-match presser said that there was a lot of inexperience in the team. Obviously, the first choices, most of them were not around, so we will pardon them for that and say that this is just a friendly, but a friendly which was an eye-opener and a reality check for a lot of Ghanaians who thought that Ghana were ready for a lot of things. Unfortunately, we are not, and we'll keep talking about it. We'll keep dissecting the issue and talking about it. But let me know what you think in the comments box. Chris Hughton, do you still have confidence and faith in him? Do you still think he's the man to take Ghana further in this AFCON qualifying and all that, in this AFCON coming up and the World Cup qualifiers? Let me know what you think in the comments box. Is it the player's fault? Is it the coach's fault? Who is to blame for the woes of the Black Stars? We'll be delving and dissecting more into it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.